Hello student. So let us start our discussion. In previous tutorial we have discussed the first pass of assembler. Okay, so during that we have learned that how address symbol table will be prepared. Okay, so this address symbol table is we have directly used from first pass, and here in this second pass we will try to convert remaining means instructions into the binary format, okay, using address symbol table. Okay, so this is our address symbol table. We have not written the binary values, so let us start that how this second pass will work. Okay, now in first pass the last statement was, or last element was go to the second pass. Okay, so this second pass will start from here. From here second pass will start. Okay, so let's see that how this will work. So here also we will use the value of location counter. So we will initialize location counter to 0. Okay, then we will try to execute this flowchart, so you can have idea that how actually it will be this binary this assembly language program will be converted into the binary one. Okay, now let us start. What is the first line? Set location counter to 0. Scan next line of code. Okay, so what is the first line of code? This is the first line of code, org. Okay, is it pseudo instruction? Yes, org pseudo instruction. Is it org specifically pseudo instruction? Yes. If it is org, then set the location counter. So whatever value is specified here, 100, so it will be stored into location counter 100. Okay, so let's write down some memory, you can say memory locations: 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106, 107, 108. Okay, so let us start. We have set the location counter to 100. Scan the next line of code. So next instruction is LDA SUB load accumulator with sub symbolic address sub or subtrend. So LDA sub, is it pseudo instruction? No. It is memory reference instruction. Yes. Okay, so what is the value for LDA? Value for LDA, here we are not using indirect addressing mode, so it will be it is 2. Okay, so it is 0 1 0. Okay, so get the operation code and set bit number 2 to 4. So these are the bit number 2 to 4. Next let me write down those bits here only, so you can have idea. So bit number 2 to 4, 0 1 0. Okay, here we are considering indexing from MSB, so you don't get confused. Search address symbol table for binary equivalent. Okay, here what is the symbolic address? Sub. Okay, so we will look at the address symbol table. So on this location we found sub, and this is the location. So what is location? 107. Okay, if you try to recall, then we will have, we have discussed that 12-bit address will be used. So this 0 means this 4 bit will be ignored. Okay, so this 1 will be converted into the binary. So 0 0 0 1, then 0 0 0 0, then 7 0 triple 1. Okay, and next we will check whether it is indirect addressing mode or not. So we are not using any indirect addressing mode, so we are simply writing it. So this will be we are using direct addressing mode, so we will write 0. Okay, so assemble all these things, means opcode, 3-bit opcode, then addressing mode and 12-bit address. Assemble everything and store on the location, memory location, which is specified by location counter. Okay, so on memory location 100 this will be stored. Then increment location counter, so this 100 will become 101. Okay, so next, what is next instruction? CMA. So is it pseudo instruction? No. Is it memory reference instruction? No. it is valid non-memory reference instruction, yes. Then what is the opcode for let's say CMA? So opcode for CMA is 7200. Okay, so for CMA it is 7200. So actually we will retrieve this opcode, and then that binary format only we will store directly. Okay, so here 7200 means 0111, then 0010, and next is whole 0. Okay, here it will be 2107. Okay, after that we will increment the location counter, so 102. What is next line on 102? Is it pseudo instruction? No. It is memory reference instruction? No. It is valid non-memory reference instruction? Yes. So what is the name of the instruction? INC. So if you look at the code of INC, then it is 7020. Okay, so 7020. Here I am directly writing the hexadecimal. Actually it will be stored into the binary format. Okay, so 0 111 0, then 0010, and all 0. 7200. Next, increment the location counter, so 102 will become 103. This line. What is the instruction? Add minute. So scan the next line of code. Is it pseudo instruction? No, this is not pseudo instruction. Is it memory reference instruction? Yes, it is memory reference instruction. So for addition, get the opcode. So those operation code are 000. Okay, then what is the symbolic address? MIN, this. Okay, and what is the value of location counter? 106. Okay, again we will discard, or we will not consider 4 MSB. Okay, so here this 106 will be converted into binary, so 0001, then 0000, then 0110. Okay, if you recall, then in a previous tutorial here we have written the binary format. Okay, so I am using that simple binary format. And is there indirect addressing mode? No. So okay, so set the first bit to 0. Okay, so this will be 0106. Increment the location counter, so new value of location counter will be 104. Scan the next line of code. Is it pseudo instruction? No. Is it memory reference instruction? Yes. Store. Okay, so if we look at the binary code of store, then it will be 011. Okay, then what is symbolic address? DIF. Okay, so this is DIF. Here, what is the value of location counter for DIF? 108. Okay, again we will ignore the 0. So 108 we will consider. So 1 will be converted into binary, 0001, then 0. Okay, and then 8. Then we will check indirect addressing mode. No. So this bit will be 0. Next, increment the program count, increment the location counter, so hold, then convert, we will check, is it pseudo instruction? No. Is it memory reference instruction? No. Is it valid non-memory reference instruction? Yes. Okay, so it is the valid non-memory reference instruction. So we will write the opcode for hold. Okay, so what is opcode for hold? It is 7001. So 7001. Here we forgot to write the binary of this one. So binary will be 3 1 0 8. Okay, and here for hold 7001 on memory location 105. So 7 will be 0111, then 00, and at last 1. Okay, now next instruction, that is means after doing this, increment the location counters in new value of location counter. We already done with the 105. Now we will again increment it, so 106. Okay, now here we are at this location 106. Is it pseudo instruction? Yes, it is pseudo instruction. It is ORG? No, it is not ORG. Is it end of the program? No, it is not end of the program. Then it must be operand. Okay, so this operand will be converted into binary format, and then it will be stored on the location given by the location counter. So on 106, 83 will be stored. Okay, so 83 will be let's say 0053. So this will be stored like 0000, 0000, then 0101, and 0011. Okay, after storing it, increment the location counter. So the new value of location counter will be 107. So right now we are here. Okay, so is it pseudo instruction? Yes, it is pseudo instruction. It is ORG? No, it is not ORG. Is it AND? No, it is not AND. Then it must be operand. So this operand will be converted into the binary format. Here negative number will be stored using 2's complement method. Okay, so if we convert into 2's complement method, then it will be FFE9. Okay, so 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1, then 1 1 1 0, and then 9. Okay, so 1001. Increment the location counter. New value of location counter will be 108. Okay, here is it pseudo instruction? Yes. Is it ORG? No. Is it AND? No. Then definitely it must be operand. So this 0 will be converted into binary format, and all 0 will be stored here. Okay, clear. So this is our final binary program. Okay, this will be directly given to the CPU, and CPU will execute this. Okay, then this is the hexadecimal representation of program. Okay, and this one is the assembly language representation of program. Okay, similarly we can write the higher or higher level programming language representation. Okay, so with this last, yes, 108. So after 108 next will be 109. So on 109 it is AND. So this is pseudo instruction. Yes. Is it ORG? No. Is it AND? Yes. So we are done with the conversion. Now it will be given to the CPU for execution. Okay, so this data will be also given to microprogram control unit for decoding the instruction, which you can study into the another playlist, microprogram control unit. Okay, so there we have a series of tutorials which are dedicated to decoding the instruction, and how that instruction will be returned, which are the micro instructions that will be fetched from the microprogram control memory, and it will be executed. Okay, so in this tutorial we will keep up to this. In next tutorial we will start our discussion with the program loops. Okay, here very important thing which we have not covered here, it is error in line of code. Okay, so if we are writing any instruction, let's say x y z, Okay, so this instruction is neither belonging to memory nor neither it is belonging to non-memory reference instruction, or it neither it nor it is belonging to the pseudo instruction. Okay, so in that case this error will be generated and it will be displayed to the user. Okay, so that's it. Thank you.